Okay, hello everybody. Teri McKay here, Keller Williams Realty, and I have the amazing Kim Rugg. Yes, Kim Rugg with Fidelity, National Home Warranty, and Disclosure Source.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I will let you guys, I'll let Kim let you know about herself. Kim.
Yeah, you sure you want me to take over? Because then I'll like talk forever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so a little bit about myself. I grew up on the Central Coast, which I think is a really important, thing to bring up. Married, 2 children. I have a grandbaby that's going to be 9 months old tomorrow, my little grandson. But a little bit like as far as work goes, my territory is Paso Robles to Santa Barbara. I've been with Fidelity for I hate to say this because it really dates me, but for 18 years now. I've been with Fidelity as of March 1st. Love my company. And if anybody doesn't really know about Fidelity products, we are owned, our parent company is Fidelity National Financial. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of sister companies, but those of you that are familiar with Fidelity National Title, Chicago Title, those are my sister companies. So we are separate entities, but yet we are all related. So, for me, being in outside sales, I mean, this is what I enjoy, what I do, and being with my company for so long. I know you're going to ask me the question, so forgive me if I start running into
it's fine. It's fine.
Everything we're gonna talk about. But I know one of the questions you're going to ask me is the challenges that I've, been up against. And I think for me, and especially for you too, we're such people, however you want to say it. People. And in outside sales, you want to be face to face with people. So even though we've got all these virtual calls going on and you can FaceTime and Zoom meetings and all of that, it's still a little bit different than actually seeing people in person. So I think that's one of my biggest challenges is I like building relationships with people. You can do it. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, me, it's about connecting with people, getting to know them, building a relationship. I'm all about the business and asking for the orders, but I like to build people's trust. I like to get to know them a little bit and then kind of, talk about business. And I think that's probably one of my biggest challenges is just not being able to be out and about like everybody else. But just if I'm inside sales and I'm on phones, then this is it. This is what we're all doing. But as far as being outside sales and talking to people, I miss it. So that is one of my challenges that I'm facing right now.
Well, I know you're not the only one. And that is what I love most about you is that you run your business building relationships. It's not just transactional for you, which is, the way that I build my business as well. It's all about the relationships and maintaining those relationships. And it's kind of hard to do that right now, like, online and Zoom. However, this is the new normal and we're adapting.
It is. We're adapting as best as we can.
Yes. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, there's a lot of people who don't know what a home warranty is, right?
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah. So what is a home warranty? And then after that, I want to know what is disclosure source? What's a natural hazard disclosure?
Okay.
Okay.
So a home warranty, I'm going to put it in layman's terms so everyone kind of understands it, but it's a 1-year service contract that covers your appliances and systems located within the 4 walls of the home that break down due to normal wear and tear. Those are the words, normal wear and tear. So, I mean, we could talk a little bit more about that, but I'm getting a lot of questions lately on service about home warranties. With that being said, there are optional coverages outside of the home that you can add on. Pool, spa, well pump, septic. Those are additional premiums though. But for the most part, it's your appliances and systems within the 4 walls of the home.
Okay.
So that's a home warranty. Disclosures, it's a natural hazard disclosure report, and it's only mandated in California. So other states don't have to have a natural hazard disclosure report. So what that is your flood, earthquake, and fire zone reports. And that just basically shows you where the house is located. It gives you all the details, tax assessments, everything you need to put into that transaction, to let the buyer or the seller know exactly what type of zone that they're in.
Okay.
So that's disclosure source. So those are the 2 products that I cross sell.
Okay, perfect. So you told us a little bit about yourself, right? And what you do for work. You've also let us know, how you've been impacted by today's challenges. Is there any other challenges you'd say that you've been impacted, that has impacted you?
Well, I mean, for me, well, and you know me personally as a person, and I think I've done my videos. So for me, I'm private. So the challenge that I have is starting to do videos once a week, which I've been accountable for, and I've been doing it for the last 8 weeks. So just a pat on my back, because that's not something I would normally do. And that was a challenge for me, because I just kind of, even though I'm out and about all the time and I'm talking to people, my private life is very private. Not that there's anything to keep private, but sometimes you just kind of want to, shield business and personal life. So that's been a challenge for me, but I honestly, it's been great. Like it's allowed me to, be on Facebook and Instagram and, show myself weekly, which I've never done before. And I'm trying to mix a little bit of business with a little bit. I talked about my animals. I'm going to try and kind of mix it up so people can get to know me on a personal level, since I'm not being able to see people face to face.
100%. And you're doing an amazing job. And I think,
thank you.
And I think as someone who obviously knows you personally, so, I know more about you than what most do, it's nice even for me to see this side of you, to see the animals and to see what you like to do, to see how your house is set up. I mean, it's so relatable, and we're all in the same boat,
Thank you. I know. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to do a video just showcasing different parts of my house, whether it's outside. I mean, today I'm upstairs. You can't even see it, but it's above my garage. We call it the family room. I've got couches and a TV and everything up here. You can't really see it behind me, but I just try and switch it up, because I think it gets real, it's too much of the same thing if you're sitting in front of, just a window every day and you're just talking to people. They kind of want to see where you're at and where things are, different.
100%. I will say, watching your videos, that's why I'm here also in this different area, because normally I've been in the dining room and I'm like, oh, I like that. And then the lighting's really good here in the living room too. So
well, and we talked about that, because I've been watching your videos, and that's why for me, I got a light set up. I did a lot of stuff that I watched your videos, and I've gotten a lot of tips on that too. So how to position, hopefully I'm positioned right, but how to position your iPad or your phone or your lighting. And so, we work together. See, I'm giving you ideas on mixing it up around, and you're giving me ideas on how to do Zoom calls and other stuff.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So next question is, tell us about some changes you've made in this new environment. Obviously we talked about your videos, right?
Right.
What other changes have you made?
Well, I've done the videos. I'm doing a lot more Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. A lot of people don't see me at typical like MLS meetings when they're out and about, because I do watch my grandson on certain days, so you don't get to see me. So people are actually being able to, I wouldn't say see me because it's so early in the morning. I usually have a picture on it, but I am more out and about on Zoom calls than I would have been in person. So that's a change that I've made, amongst all the stuff that's going on. What else changes have I made? Other than, I already did texting, phone calls, emails. I've done a lot of the stuff that I've been doing as we've all been quarantined here. So I think for me, that the only thing I'm not doing is getting in my car and driving around and seeing people, face to face. But everything else I've been doing, I've done in the past. I just haven't really done a lot of it. So now that's all we can do at this point. Did I answer the question?
Yes.
As I'm rambling.
Tell us some of the positive outcomes as a result of your changes and adjustments you've made.
Well, again, doing videos, I'm getting a lot of agents or even homeowners, my friends on Facebook that see my videos that are private messaging me, texting me, emailing me. All good things. I'm being invited to do like virtual cocktail hours by people. So and bingo. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried bingo on Zoom, but
I've seen it. I haven't done it.
It's pretty fun. My Southern California team, we've all played it, and it's something else that you can do, virtually with a lot of agents and stuff. But I've gotten to know some of my agents too on a personal level, doing these Zoom calls and having the virtual cocktail hours, not really talking business, but just everyone's on the call and you just kind of talk, and something that I've never done before. So that is helping me. So that is a positive thing, because I am talking to some agents that I never talked to before in person.
Yeah. I was going to ask, like, have you, been able to serve other customers, like serve other agents that normally you wouldn't have?
I have. And that was the thing too with doing social media, Now I need to get more onto the whole Instagram thing because that's a huge following too. But before, I never really asked people to be my friend, whether it's agents or not, because I was private. So now I've really opened up and I'm asking anyone from Santa Barbara. I've had a lot of people ask me to be their friend. So that way they can see me more.
Yeah.
You know, because different areas are different. Santa Barbara is a tough area. You don't get see a lot of agents in person anyway, even when you are down there. So at least they're able to see my face now, and I can see their, you know, lives on, you know, on video or on Facebook or Instagram. So, you know, that's a positive thing for me because I sometimes, you know, and sorry, but I've been doing this for so long and you and I both know this, but I can be emailing someone or calling and texting them. And if I saw them in person, I wouldn't know who they were because a lot of people don't really show their face. So at least this is nice. I'm able to see faces with names. And so now it's kind of all coming together for me. Yeah. So that's been a positive thing for me.
I love that. And I love that we're touching a lot on this, on like, you know, how, yes, we're talking about home warranty and disclosure source and what you're doing, but we're also, for the people that are going to be watching this, giving them ideas on how to branch out, adapt, make positive changes in their own business, right? So hopefully that, you know, they're getting some benefit out of this as well.
Well, and that's the other funny thing is I've had a lot of agents or even coworkers, people that have never done videos before that are watching me knowing I've never done them before and going, oh my gosh, you know, you're doing a great job. I wish I could do it. And I'm like, you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. So at least I'm trying to urge them to get out there and do videos and Zoom calls and social media because I mean, it's a different way of life, but guess what? This is where it's going. So even when we are out and about again, at some point, there's still Zoom, virtual, social media. That's all going to be there still. And that moving forward, that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, 100%. I honestly think that a lot of the things that we're implementing in our real estate business, you know, qualifications to go on showings, being pre-approved before even being able to walk into a house, how that's, you know, some agents normal, I don't know. But I really think that those are going to stick and stay. So I'm curious how many other things that are coming out of this shelter at home are going to stay in other people's businesses too, you know?
Right. Can I ask you a question, even though I know we're supposed to be talking home warranties and NHDs? So right now, you know, before when all this hit, it was all virtual. So now with CDC guidelines, you as real estate agents are allowed to show properties, but you have to wear masks, booties, gloves. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Because that is one of my challenges when this first hit. I think it really slowed the market down. We all know that. I'm seeing a lot more activity now. I mean, houses are still selling, things are still going on, but I think it's because they've, you know, the CDC guidelines, now you're able to show properties. It was when it was shut down that it was really, really difficult. So that was a challenge because when you guys are slow, so are we as vendors and affiliates. So, you know, that's a challenge in itself.
And I honestly feel that, you know, the longer that this has progressed, like, you know, it gets extended and it gets extended, I think people are like, okay, well, you know, again, this is the new normal. And how do you buy and sell houses in today's new normal? And we can. It just looks different, you know?
You have to adapt.
Yeah, 100%.
With anything.
Yeah.
For
Okay,
sure.
So another question is, what recommendations would you share with our audiences today? I feel like we've talked a lot about, you know, recommendations.
I have a lot of recommendations.
I mean, we'll go ahead and talk about that. I do want to talk about your home warranty for homeowners that are not buying a house.
Oh, let's talk about that first. So that's the promotion we have going on. So I did a video on that last week. So typically when you're a homeowner that is not in a real estate transaction and you walk in off the street for the home warranty and call in to, you know, just get a home warranty, it's $150 extra just to walk in off the street. So when you're in a real estate transaction, the brochures that are in the offices, you know, that you see, that is a discounted rate. That's brochure pricing for a real estate transaction. Right now, we have a promotion going until June 30th, where anybody, doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent, homeowner, you've got tenants, you know, investment properties, anyone can get a home warranty. You get real estate pricing. So that's the $150 off, you know, real estate pricing, brochure pricing, and there's no 30-day wait time. So before, anytime you get a home warranty off the street and you've never had it, you're not in a real estate transaction, if you go to pay for a home warranty, you're paying $150 extra, and you have a 30-day wait time for any service rendered before any service can be provided. And then a full year from there.
Yeah.
So now no 30-day wait time from the time you pay for it. It's in effect for a full year, and then you get the brochure pricing as well. It's huge. I don't think people realize how big that in the 18 years I've been with Fidelity, we've never had a promotion like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with COVID hitting, we're trying to help people. We're trying to, give them a little bit, somewhat of a discount, help offset the cost of home ownership. And if that's the recommendation I can make, is for anyone that wants information on a home warranty to reach out to me, because I'm all about the education part of a home warranty.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lot of expectations out there right now that people think home warranties cover for everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. And what
Let's
people
talk about that, because I think
yes.
I think that I get the calls, like I'm expecting this to be, I have a leak under my house. Like, is this covered? So let's talk about that.
Okay. So, for me, because I'm the expert in this field, I brought this up to another agent too. I said, it would be nice if everybody kind of educated themselves on every part of a transaction. You don't have to be the expert in it, but just kind of know a little bit about it. So being a real estate agent, I know that what you do for a living, but I don't know exactly how it all works. So I would never tell you your job. Just like with you as an agent, when you're talking to a homeowner, you can say, look, this is a home warranty. It's here to help offset the cost. But if you have any questions, here's Kim's number. Please call her to get, a little bit more education on that. I'm getting a lot of calls lately where, people are calling up, and I don't know where a lot of these agents are getting this information from, but they give the homeowner expectations that just put a home warranty on it. They cover everything. I get the call, and then it makes it look like we're not doing our job as a company to service them, when in reality, it's like, no, you guys. And I know a lot of people don't want to read contracts. It's just more verbiage and they don't understand it. And that's why, this week alone, I've had a lot of homeowners call me and thank me and go, gosh, thank you so much for walking me through the process and how it works. And, because what everyone needs to understand is we're an insurance product. So we're regulated by the Department of Insurance. Mm-hmm. So it's a service contract. We're always going to have limitations and guidelines. If we covered everything and didn't have limitations such as what you're talking about, a slab leak. Mm-hmm. So right now, a slab leak, if you have a slab leak and it's encased in concrete or in a wall, a slab leak is the concrete. But if it's like an encased wall leak, we only pay out a maximum of $1,000 for the contract. Okay. We do have a new option that's called enhanced slab leak encased plumbing, where we'll cover up to $1,000 for the outside plumbing, just that pipe outside. And then it also gives the homeowner another $1,000 for the encased plumbing on the inside. So it gives them $2,000, but it's extra premium. Yeah. So, that's the expectation. For me, it's, I like everybody to kind of know, hey, we've got limitations. We're not going to cover everything. And if I can say one thing, is we're here to help offset the cost of homeownership. Homeownership's expensive, you guys. Like, we all know that. And it's homeowner's responsibility. When something fails, if the home warranty can't take care of it, as a homeowner, that's what you're walking into. Yeah. So, I think that, for me, the biggest part of selling home warranties is just the expectation and letting everybody kind of know how it works. I know I'm kind of rambling about everything, but there's so much to it. And I think there are a lot of agents, a lot of homeowners think it's very cut and dry. Mm-hmm. And I try and explain it just like having car insurance or health insurance. You have it because if you need it, like you hope you're not going to get in a car accident. But if you do, you've got car insurance. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the home warranty. You hope there's not something that's going to fail. Mm-hmm. But if it happens, you've got the home warranty to help offset some of those costs. And the key words back to the very beginning when I said normal wear and tear is after a period of time. So I'm getting a lot of those calls straight out of the gate. It closes escrow. And the next day they're calling in for service. Not to say we're not going to cover it. Water heaters can start leaking at the drop of a hat. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really too worried about that. It's when you start calling in for like a heating system or an air conditioning system. What we have to look at is, could that failure have happened in one day's time? So from the time it closed escrow to the time they called it in, our technician has to determine, could that failure have happened in that amount of time? So if we deny it for being pre-existing, we're going to want to see a home inspection report. And I talked a little bit about that in one of my videos as well.
I wanted to bring that up because I don't think agents realize that you're going to ask for the home inspection if something happens so soon after close of escrow.
Right. We don't require a home inspection, but that is our eyeballs for what that property looked like before it closed escrow. Because remember, with home warranties, we cover for unknown pre-existing. So if a home inspector finds something on that home inspection and you're trying to call in for it after it closes, we're not going to cover it because it's a known pre-existing issue. And that's what I brought up in my video too, a heating or air conditioning system. Not only are we going to want to see the home inspection, but if they're saying recommend an HVAC contractor service it prior to the close of escrow, just to check everything out, we're going to want to see that documentation too, because a lot of times if that is done, they're going to see that there was some issues going on where it's not the homeowner's or home warranty's responsibility. So, you know, there is a lot to it. And for me, being with my company for as long as I've been, if anyone's going to be able to help the customer, it's going to be me. 100%. But there's only so much I can do, and there's things that I need. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what people need to, you know, understand as well.
I love that. Okay.
Thank you.
You know, and that's really all my questions for today.
Oh, come on, stop it, Terry. You know you've got a lot more questions.
I do. I just don't know if it's appropriate for Zoom. I'm just kidding.
No,
everyone.
I love it. I think that, you know, just to let people know, just reach out to me. And if they want to get a hold of me, you know, you can give them my information. I think the easiest way is to, you know, email me, which is kim.rugg@fnf.com. And maybe we can put that in
I'll put that in the comments. And then also this is going to be emailed to our database, which is, you know, has like 5,000 people. So we will put that in our email as well. So,
and that's just something to keep in mind. You want to use, and before we end, this is something huge for me because we are all talking about buying local, shopping local. So let's be real here. There's only me and one other rep that live within our territory. Other companies are coming from Bakersfield. They're coming from Bass Lake. They're coming from different areas. So if we're really into our small community and helping each other, use your local vendors, and me being one of them. I think it's very, very important because, you know, again, I've said this in my video too, you don't want an agent coming from Southern California or Northern California and listing a property in Pismo Beach. I mean, it goes the same way. So, you know, we appreciate the business and we're here locally. They don't have to call an 800 number. They can call my cell phone. They can talk to me live. And it's just important that, you know, we keep everything within here. And Fidelity is a Fortune 500 company. You know, and I'm the only one that has been with my company for as long as I have. I've never switched companies where I see a lot of my competitors do that. So your clients are always going to have me to, you know, call and help them out.
Yep. And I am a huge, huge support local. Like that is my thing. So that is why you are on here, because I want to support local business owners. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, I will leave the comments to have your contact information. I'll also, I will just have your email if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
So much.
See, it's being broadcast live.
Yeah.